Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Donuts.
Hey, you know, you're not a bad-looking man, Mr. Gals.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
There's something wrong with us. Something very, very wrong with us.
If you want a battle, it's either that you will or you won't.
Hey guys, make sure you send me what you're buying on Amazon through jmohr.com. Go to jmohr.com, click the Amazon link. J Mohr's. I'm a big fan of Opie and Anthony and Ron and Fez. Love when you're on, especially the Paul Reisen's Day instant classic. Oh, it was. I went through your Amazon link and bought some crap for my kids. I hope it worked. Here's a rundown. Katarina toddler costume for my daughter. Yeah, sure, dude. This is from John Alkire Jr. Fisher-Price Little People Disney Princess Songs Palace for my daughter. First of all, right away, I gotta be in this house. This is like the coolest stuff I've ever heard. This is money, dude. If I had this laying around the house, I wouldn't be running on the beach. I would never would have quit smoking pot. I just would have been crushing reefer. A Fisher-Price Little People Disney Princesses Songs Palace. Skylanders, Spyro's Adventure, Trigger Happy Gremlin Gunslinger costume, small, parentheses, small, for my boy. All right. Willita Calendula Diaper Care, 2.8 ounce for my baby boy. What does this guy live in a shoe? Hey, he's got so many kids, he lives in a shoe, right? Skylander Spyro's Adventure Pack, Empire of Ice, for my boy. Skylanders Spyro's Adventure Triple Character Pack, Prison Break, Boomer Voodoo for my boy. Skylanders Spyro's Adventure Pack, Pirate Seas for my boy. Angie lives in West Hollywood. They have the Butt Pirate Seas over there. And then he writes, this is very nice from John Alkire Jr. We just had another baby boy in July and named him John Jacob III. I had to call him JJ. After hearing your podcast and you always telling stories and people calling you JJ. Have a good one. Get a hold of me if you ever come to West Virginia and need some company. That's from John Alkire. Let me tell you something. I don't foresee myself going to West Virginia. I don't know if there's a Sputchy's Chuckle Hut or, Mountaineer Comedy connection. But I will say this. If I'm ever in West Virginia, I'm hitting up that Little People Disney Princess Songs Palace and the Gremlin Gunslinger costume. I might, big guy in a little Gremlin Gunslinger costume. So thank you, John Alkire. Check this out, y'all. From Ziggy Reese. So I bought a leather passport cover with gold initials, no less, for my friend Danilo. See, I was in charge of watching the bags at the train station in Barcelona while the boys went to find us accommodations. And I may or may not have dozed off. After a week in Ibiza and Danilo's bag, including passport, were borrowed by some a-hole thief, fast forward 10 years to our best friend's wedding, and while I got to bring the best man something, hopefully not won't get borrowed again. Ziggy Reese. P.S. I know my name is Ziggy, but I am a girl. A 5'9" girl, like anyone guesses when they think of the name Ziggy, ... Boom. Yes. Oh, this episode, I should probably read an ad before we get to Artie Quitter. You big quitter. At Artie Quitter.
Yes.
Don't forget to hit him up. You're quite the get. I mean, you're kind of hot stuff, mister. Artie freaking Lange. Somehow we've never met, which seems impossible.
It is, man. A lot of mutual friends.
But there was a complete, maybe just from being comics, there's that complete, right when we saw each other, familiarity.
Oh, definitely.
There was no getting, is the water okay? Like we just hugged and made like Raging Bull jokes.
Yeah, no, I've always related to everything you've done. I always say, I always liked your stand-up and everything.
I love your stuff.
Yeah.
And my wife loves your stuff and apparently loves your
co-stars.
co-stars.
I worked with your wife for a year, on a sitcom.
Called?
it was called Norm. First the Norm show, then Norm about Norm Macdonald.
Hey, what are the odds, you know? It'd be great if I was on that show, Judge Judy, you know? But I'm not Judy at all. And that's the irony, is that my name's Norm, you know? And then you get that judge lady. I don't even know if she's a real judge, you know? And they're like, everybody, look, it's the Norm show. And then that Judge Judy lady comes out. And the audience is all confused, you know?
That's perfect.
I don't know.
That's perfect.
What the H?
My favorite thing when Dirty Work came out, the movie me and Norm did. This is my favorite Norm story. He, one of the review in the Star Ledger said that Artie Lange has all the charm of a date rapist.
Jesus,
well, I swear, I mean, it got pretty accurate. And Norm said to me, "Hey man, that's fucking great." He goes, "A date rapist has to have way more charm than a regular rapist. You should be happy about it."
Yeah, Robert Chambers, you know. Like, you guys got to play like lacrosse or something. You can't be like that guy in the woods. I'm gonna rape you. You know? That's just
see, that's a perfect Norm.
That's just rape.
There's an
that's
extra
date rape at all. You know?
There's an extra nuance to that Norm.
Yeah, I've been working on it a while there. You know that walking. You get tired of playing Hotel California. You want to close with dirty laundry. This episode of Mohr Stories is brought to you by Stamps.com. There's no doubt about it. Small business operations have improved over the years because of technology. That includes mailing and shipping, thanks to Stamps.com, you know. Hey, with Stamps.com, buy and print official U.S. postage. I'm going to save that for later. Using your own computer and printer, whenever you need it, 24/7. No more wasting time at the post office. That's a hassle. Here you go, honey.
Thank you.
Look. Don't do it. Don't lease. Don't do it. For crying out loud. What the hell is Artie thinking? It's a goddamn shooting gallery. Artie's going to be okay. Use Stamps.com. Don't get a postage meter. Stamps.com offers features, more features than a meter, and at a fraction of the price. Plus, Stamps.com customers receive special discounts on mailing and shipping you can't even get at the post office on priority mail, express mail, and more. It's no wonder Stamps.com customers have already printed over $3 billion in postage. I use Stamps.com. You should too. Use my last name, Mohr, M-O-H-R, for my special offer, no risk trial, $110 bonus offer. That includes a digital scale, which in another time, Artie and I would be using for something completely different, and up to $55 free postage. Don't wait. Go to Stamps.com before you do anything else. Click on the microphone at the top of the homepage. Type in Mohr, M-O-H-R. That's Stamps.com. Enter Mohr, M-O-H-R. Otto and George tweeted, we've had a weird run. Mm-hmm. It's weird that Damien Eccles of the West Memphis 3 is in the same room as like Andy Cohen from Bravo and Mick Foley. And I said, my doorman must think we're casting like a John Waters movie. And Otto and George, this is Damien Eccles. Damien Eccles, this is Otto and George. Artie Lange.
That's
Artie
great.
Lange, this is Bravo Andy. And then Otto and George wrote, 6 years ago, that would have been a real different party.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell Artie the blood in his shoes are ruining the carpet in the hotel. That was what Otto told me to tell you via tweet. Maybe George sent it in all fairness.
Right, probably.
A cock. Artie has a new book coming out, Crash and Burn.
It's called Crash and Burn.
And the forward, this is a coup.
Yes.
First of all, me having you on the podcast, you're a big get, man. You're a big deal.
Well, I have
Loved
to
by
tell you,
all.
I have to tell you, Jay. When I was figuring out what to do post rehab, people say, "Oh, maybe you could do a podcast." And you go, "Is anybody really successful at it?" You're one of three names people point to. They go, "Well, there's Jay Mohr, Adam Carolla, and Mark Maron," and then after that, they have nobody. Those are the three most successful podcasts.
It's like just selling porn in between guests.
Well, that's what I mean. Well, yeah, and they go, "Well, those are the people that make money at it." So I was happy to hear you'd have me in here, man. I've been wanting to do it.
That's great.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, my man. And you're making that Nick and Artie money over on the Audience Network. Because if anybody knows, it's like NBC when the going was hot, when they had like Cheers and Cosby Show. That's how Audience TV gives out the money.
DirecTV is they're like $1 billion company from that Sunday Ticket. Just every game. I just love that
I never thought of that.
My career is being financed by illegal gambling money now.
I was gonna say,
I mean, like, who needs every game? You know, that's
you going against the Eagles every Sunday.
Right. They point to fantasy football. They go, but then that's maybe 10%. 90% of it are bookies or guys gambling. I mean, every fucking game, and they have so much money from it. So they're taking care of it.
Nothing's better than the college package because you're watching like Buffalo versus Howard.
Yeah.
And it's on a Wednesday before the Saturday, and it's up in Buffalo. Jim Rome once had the best point. He's always said for years that those grease balls in Vegas have like the all-time fixes in. You can't win. Like if you don't think it's rigged.
Oh my God.
Like it's the 2 green dots on the roulette table that you go, oh no,
right.
Everything is gone.
No, I don't know.
And one year it was Buffalo versus Temple. And that's when Temple before Al Golden and before they got respectable.
Right.
Not so good this year.
Yeah.
And it was the first game of the season. And like I said, it was like a Tuesday in Buffalo, like in July before the actual season.
Yeah.
And the spread was 3.5.
Okay.
I think I have this right. I may go back and fix it.
I love the halves whenever a half is involved.
The spread was 6.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get this right. Okay. I have it now. I got it all lined up. Spread was 7.
Okay.
All right. We're tied 6-6. It goes into overtime.
Yeah.
Opening kickoff goes for a touchdown. No extra point.
Oh, right.
They just run out into the night.
Worst,
Everybody gets paid.
That's the worst. Exactly,
and Jim Rome
man.
said, to his credit, if you don't think those grease balls in Vegas know what's happening, why not kick the extra point?
Vegas is exactly what Vegas is one of those things. It's like winning a bunch of money or losing a bunch of money to some guy who buys a diamond ring with it, and every time you see him, he just shows you the fucking ring. Every time you go to Vegas, like they built the Brooklyn Bridge and the Eiffel Tower with your money, and you keep going. And I just, but
you still gamble because you like it.
I can't do anything anymore because even that's a trigger. Like if I put a $5 bet down on roulette tonight, by tomorrow at noon I'd be running guns to Cuba. It just leads to bad shit. I don't.
So what
I
have
don't
you
partake in
replaced it all
anything
with?
anymore.
Meetings?
I'd
Just
love
meetings?
to say exercise.
Right.
No, I mean I go to meetings and stuff. I try to go to 4 of those a week.
You exercise. You just do like sets of 1. You're powerless. You're just benching 220 once.
I lifted weights. I lifted weights once in my life when I was like 15 because they told me to be. And I put them down after I did it. And I say, why would I ever do that again? Why would I ever pick that up and do that again? Because it's all about repetition, and I'm like, I get bored. And yeah, I thought I had it.
I like to tell jokes and get high. What's this heavy
what
stuff?
am I doing fucking curls for? The boredom is the hardest thing, man. Because gambling's instant excitement. If it's a Tuesday night in February and there's nothing's going on, just bet Virginia Tech over whoever the fuck they're playing.
Yeah.
Bet more money than you can afford to lose, and it's like New Year's Eve at P. Diddy's house. I mean, it's very exciting.
I always bet on the team with the players. I look at the rosters, whoever has the most apostrophes. That's
right, shit like that. Or bet on stuff like the Mirage Sportsbook. I can remember sitting there with like an 8-ball in my pocket and like just getting whiskey from these hot chicks or waitresses. And I got bets on everything, like high school lacrosse games. You could bet on 2 kids playing wiffle ball in Milwaukee. Like there's just every fucking thing's up there. And I'm like, oh, this is great. Well, yeah, you could bet on anything, and you just get the shakes of like, I'm having so much fun. This is fun, and
And you lost a lot. You lost more than you won.
I did, without question. Yeah, I figured out as best I could in rehab because they made me do this. I'm down about 930,000. And that's everything I can remember. Big bets, boxing matches, coin tosses before Super Bowls.
Oh, that's coke money.
It's only you're down 2,500 before the kickoff.
That's mania. Then you're calling in your proposition bets.
Yeah. And they would take stuff at the half.
Jerome Bettis is going to scratch his ass. It's a lock.
All those prop bets.
Keitel's talking you into it.
Yeah.
I saw Darryl Strawberry. He looked me in my eyes. He's saving it for the big one.
I bet overs on all that shit because they go overs on field goals are only 1.5 for the first half. They got to go over that, right? And then no, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. It's like
So you go to rehab. So I mean, do you talk about why you went to rehab?
Sure, yeah.
Because when they say that you were stabbing yourself, that's usually not the junkie way.
No, what happened was I had run out of opiates, and I was like. I honestly, people don't believe this. I honestly did not have in my head I wanted to kill myself. I wanted to lose enough blood to where and I'm not defending this opinion either.
No, it's a great
but
addict.
I wanted
it's a peek inside an addict's mind. It's great.
I wanted to get that feeling.
I already know what you're going to say.
No, I wanted to get that feeling of like, the wooziness. I was in perpetual, from being on the road so much, perpetual yearning for an 8 hours night sleep. That's all I wanted.
When you're on, especially the Paul Risen's Day instant classic. Oh, it was. I went through your Amazon link and bought some crap for my kids. I hope it worked. Here's a rundown. Katarina toddler costume for my daughter. Yeah, sure, dude. This is from John Alkire Jr. Fisher-Price Little People Disney Princess songs.
Wrong with us. Something very, very wrong with us.
If you want a battle, it's either that you will or you won't.
Hey guys, make sure you send me what you're buying on Amazon through jmohr.com. Go to jmohr.com, click the Amazon link. J Mohr's. I'm a big fan of Opie and Anthony and Ron and Fez. Love them.
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Donuts.
You know, you're not a bad-looking man, Mr. Gals.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
There's something.
Palace for my daughter. First of all, right away, I gotta be in this house. This is like the coolest stuff I've ever heard. This is money, dude. If I had this laying around the house, I wouldn't be running on the beach. I would never would have quit smoking pot. I just would have been crushing